Plane shapes are those that can be drawn on the flat surface such as paper. It has two measurements, length and breadth. So it is also known as two-dimensional or a 2D shape. Square. A square has four sides. All the sides of a square are equal. A square has four vertices. Rectangle. A rectangle has four sides. The opposite sides of a rectangle are equal. It has four vertices. Triangle. A triangle has three sides. It has three vertices or corners. Circle. A circle has no vertex. It is a closed loop. It can be traced with a 1 rupee coin, carom coins, etc. Children, now let us know about some solid shapes. Solid shapes have three measurements: length, breadth and height. So a solid shape is also known as three-dimensional or 3D shapes. Solids have faces, edges and vertices. Some of the shapes of solids are: look at the shapes of objects shown here. All these objects have the shape of a cuboid. A cuboid has 12 edges. The point where three edges meet is called a vertex. A cuboid has 8 vertices. A cuboid has 6 faces. In the given figure, 3 faces are visible and 3 are hidden. Count the faces of your book. It has 6 faces. 1 front face, 1 back face, 1 top face, 1 bottom face and 2 side faces. Look at the shapes of objects shown here. All these objects have the shape of a cube. The die with which you play is a cube. A cube has 8 vertices, 12 edges and 6 faces. Children, we have seen all the objects shown here in our daily life. All these objects have the shape of a cylinder. A cylinder has no vertices. It has 2 curved edges and 3 faces. One face of a cylinder is a curved face. 2 faces, that is the top and bottom of a cylinder, are flat. Children, now take a look at the shapes of the objects shown here. Each one of these objects has the shape of a sphere. A sphere has one curved face. It has no vertex and no edge. Children, now look at these familiar objects. All these objects have the shape of a cone. A cone has one vertex and it has one curved edge. It has 2 faces, one curved face and one flat face. All solid figures have three different views: top view, front view and side view.
Take a cube and dissect it. We will keep this one as the reference. Take another cube exactly like this one and dissect it. By dissect, I mean that we will open the cube up along its edges. And what will we get if we open it up? Let's see. We can open the top face first. This looks like a box with its top face open. Then we can open the green face in the front. Then we drop the orange and the blue faces on the right. The faces that remain are the face to the left and the face behind. Next, we can drop the left face to the left, and then we drop the only remaining face behind. Now we have completely opened up the cube along its edges to get a two-dimensional shape like this. But what is this? What is it called? This is called the net of the solid. In this case, it's the net of a cube. A net is a diagram which shows what the solid will look like when it is opened along its edges and laid flat. The net, as we can see, is clearly two-dimensional. If we look at it from the top, it will look like this. The orange face is the face to the right, the blue face is the top face, the green face is the face in the front, the black face is the base, the purple one was on the one at the back, and the red one was on the left. Yes, all we did was open up the faces along the edges and we got the net of a solid. Now listen to the next question carefully. Does the net of this solid have to look exactly like this? Is this the only possible net of the cube? Maybe not. Let's see if we can open up the same cube differently. We open up the top face first along this edge. Then we open up the front face outwards towards the right. Then we make the side face fall towards the right. There are still two faces remaining, the purple one at the back and the red one to the left. So we drop the left face towards the left and the back face backwards. This is what we get. It's clearly different from the earlier one. To know how it's different, let's look at the top view. The top view will look like this. So drawing the net of a solid may result in different figures. It doesn't have to be the same. Look at this cube. How would you draw the net of this cube in your notebook? You don't have 3D software, so you need to imagine. One good way to draw a net would be by naming the faces. We can call the face in the front F and the face at the back B. The face which is down can be called D and the one at the top can be called T. And L and R for left and right. These are the 6 faces: F, B, T, D, L and R. Now when we draw the net of this cube, we should make sure that all faces are covered. We should start off by having one face as the reference. Let's move this to the left. D would be a good face to start off with. We draw the base D here. Now we need to imagine as if we are opening up the figure. We can drop R and T together towards the right. Yes, we can drop the face on the right and the face on the top. R would be here and T would be here next to R. We have covered 3 faces and all the 3 remaining faces are attached to the 3 remaining edges of D. The face in the front when dropped will look like this. The face on the left when dropped towards the left will look like this. And the back face will be attached to the top edge of D. This is one of the ways in which the net of this cube can be drawn. One way to verify it is by making sure that all the faces of the 3-dimensional shape are covered.
Our second example is a cuboid or rectangular prism. This is what a cuboid looks like opened out flat. Its net consists of 2D rectangle shapes and has 6 flat faces. The third example is a square-based pyramid. This is what a square-based pyramid looks like opened out flat. Its net consists of 4 2D triangles and 1 2D square. It has 5 flat faces.